Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and today I'm going to be doing my 5-star predictions for 2022. So I have 10 books that I hope to get to in 2022 that I believe are gonna sorry, my cat's meowing, that I believe are gonna be 5 stars, and I'm just gonna that I am going to share with you. So I actually don't know a lot about these books. I go based off of the author, the small amount that I know about it, and who has recommended it to me. So I have a lot of like my friends on BookTube or Instagram who have recommended books, or have YouTube booktubers that I've watched have recommended books that I have similar tastes to, so I think that they're going to be 5 stars. So I have 10, like I said, and I'm just going to start. The first one that I have is Real by Kennedy Ryan. I have read a few books by Kennedy Ryan and almost all of them have been 5 stars. I absolutely love the way she writes. They are angsty and heartbreaking and just so many twists and turns in her books. I only read like one every 6 months because of how much they are. But I really want to get to Real this year, especially because there is a chronic illness representation in it, and I always love that in a book. I really think I'm going to love this. It is about an actress and a film director, so the romance is a little bit like forbidden because they work together. But I absolutely think I'm going to love this, and I've seen so many people give it 5 stars. The next one that I have is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. This is book 2 in the Crescent City series. That is a fantasy romance series, urban fantasy. It's like hard to explain. I absolutely love Crescent City. It is a very high up there with my favorite Sarah J. Maas books. I think it might even be tied with A Court of Mist and Fury. But I absolutely love the first one, and I am so excited for the second one. I love Sarah J. Maas's books. I devour them, and I am incredibly excited for the second one to come out, and I will probably be reading it in one day, just like I have every other Sarah J. Maas book. Number 3 is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I have read one Sophie Lark book, and I absolutely loved it, gave it 5 stars, and that was Ivan. But this is a mafia romance series, and so many people have recommended this to me. I cannot wait to read this. It's on my TBR for January, so really hope that I'm able to get to it in January. I cannot wait to read more Sophie Lark. I just really absolutely adored Ivan, and I think that she has the potential, based on that, how much I love that book, to be a favorite author of mine. So I can't wait to read more of her books, and I think this one is going to be 5 stars. The next one is My Life in Shambles by Karina Halle. This is one that I've had on my TBR for a long time that I really think I'm going to love, but I haven't gotten to yet. I really like Karina Halle's writing. I love One Hot Italian Summer, and I love The Forbidden Man, so I have history of giving 5 stars to Karina Halle books. And this one also, I think, takes place in Ireland, or follows a character in Ireland, and I love Ireland. I lived there, and I love everything to do with Ireland. So that is something. And then it's also a sports romance because the hero is a rugby player, so I love sports romances, so I really think that this is going to be one that could be a favorite. Then number 5 is another one that I have on my January TBR, and that's Priest by Sierra Simone. I have talked about this book so many times on my channel. It is a taboo, forbidden romance, age gap, I believe. It also deals with, he is actually a priest in the church, and so I haven't heard any of the people on BookTube, any of my friends that I watch on BookTube, say a bad thing about it, so I think it's going to be amazing. Number 6 is another one that I have here, and that is The Bride by Julie Garwood. I have read 3 books by Julie Garwood, and I've really liked all of them, and I have seen a couple of people read this book and really, really love it, and I just really think that it's going to be one that I love too. It is also a Scottish one, and I tend to like Scottish historicals more than English historicals, so I think it'll be fun, and I hope I love it. Then the next one is also historical, and it's Between the Devil and Desire by Lorraine Heath. This one I put on this list because I've heard it compared to the Victorian Rebels series by Kerrigan Byrne, and I absolutely love that series. It's one of my favorite historical series ever. I like my historicals to be a little bit more like gritty, have a little bit more of like a dark element to it, or like a mystery element or something like that, and I have heard that this kind of matches that vibe. I also have heard amazing things about Lorraine Heath's writing. I have read one book by her and really, really loved it, so I have high hopes. Then number 8 is The Hunter and His Mates by Kiki Clark. This is the next book in the Kincaid Pack series. It actually came out in 2021, but the audiobook comes out in 2022. I think it comes out in February, and I have given 5 stars to almost every single book in this series. Actually, I think I've given 5 stars to every book in this series. I absolutely love this series. It's a paranormal male-male age gap dealing with trauma series that you should read in order, and I absolutely love it, and I am so excited to read this one. It is the first in the series that is polyamorous, so that's going to be really fun. It's a male romance, but I think it'll be amazing, and I'm so excited. Then the next one is another one that came out, or that's already out, but doesn't have an audiobook. The audiobook's coming out in 2022, and that is Witches Get Stitches by Juliet Cross. I have given book 1 and book 2 in this series 5 stars. Book 2 was even on my top 10 list of 2021, so I am incredibly excited to read book 3 in the Stay a Spell series. This is a paranormal series that takes place in New Orleans. Each book follows a different sister and I am super excited about this one because both of the characters have been introduced already. So like Nico has been in it since the first one, and it's another werewolf witch romance, so I think I'm gonna absolutely love this. I would be very surprised if I did not give this book 5 stars. Then the last one that I have is The Bride Goes Rogue by Joanna Shoop. This is book 3 in the series that follows. The second one is The Lady Gets Lucky, which I absolutely loved, gave it 5 stars. I love Joanna Shoop. She's one of my favorite historical authors, and I really like her American historicals. They're like my favorite American historicals that I've read. So I'm really excited to read book 3. The cover is stunning. This is what I want like all of my historical covers to look like. So I'm incredibly excited, and I really think that I will love it because I do love Joanna Shoop, and I loved the second book in the series. But that's it. That's all 10. So please let me know in the comments below if you've read and loved these books, and if you have any 5-star predictions for 2022. But that's it for this video, so please give it a like if you liked it, and subscribe so I can see you in my next video. Bye!